So the cars lined up then on the grid. It's going to be a 6-lap final here for the Five Nations British Rallycross Supercars final. All of the action has led up until this point. So on the left-hand side of your picture is Donnelly, in the middle is Godfrey, on the outside is Ollie O'Donovan. 6 laps, the Supercar final at Lydden Hill. We go green and racing. Good start there from Godfrey, but Donnelly doesn't get away at all. Mark Donnelly has had an absolute shocker, and he's not away at all. Robert Vitols goes into the Joker, as does the 100 of Conor McCloskey there as well, but Mark Donnelly not getting away at all well in any way, shape or form. So it's Ollie O'Donovan who leads the way from Julian Godfrey. Tristan Upton trying to challenge Godfrey into the left hand of the Devil's Elbow, but it's Ollie O'Donovan with a clear track in front of him.
Yeah, Julian Godfrey coming under big pressure from Tristan Upton in the DS3. Derek Tobill's on the back of that 4-car train as they go up through North Bend Airfield, plunge down Hairy Hill for the first time of asking. Robert Vitols is the first of the drivers to have taken the Joker so far. I think top 4 would all need to disappear into that longer route at some point.
Yeah, they certainly will. In towards there they go. Tristan Upton goes Joker then. He decides to get himself out of the traffic and tries to undercut the rest of the field as O'Donovan and Godfrey run very close, nose to tail with one another. There's a bit of a gap now between them and Derek Tohill, who inherits 3rd position as a result of that. High and sideways there into the left-hander for Ollie O'Donovan, but is he going to be able to hold on to this lead when it comes to Joker time? Julian Godfrey would love to have a say about that, as would Tristan Upton on the back of Conor McCloskey, who's managed to get an overcut on Upton as well, who were Jokers. So let's see what is going to happen here as they come down the bottom of the hill. There in the forefront of his shot is the 126. That is Robert Vitols, the Latvian driver, who of course is racing as a guest here this weekend. And drama for Godfrey, by the looks of things we can see from our commentary position. You can't see it on screen here as it stands. It's Ollie O'Donovan who leads the way that we're looking at, but I can tell you that there is drama for Julian Godfrey. He has retired by the looks of things for this race, or at least had a drama on the start-finish line.
Yeah, Derek Tohill coming under pressure now from Robert Vitols, the young Latvian who had drama in Q1, really struggled to get the car off the line. He is now hounding Derek Tohill for 2nd place. There's Julian Godfrey. He's out on pilgrims on the entry to the Joker lap. So the 6-time champion starts his title fight in worst possible fashion. Like Mark Donnelly, he's in strife in the final as Vitols closes up on Derek Tohill as Ollie O'Donovan, the race leader, takes the Joker.
Nicely done there for Ollie O'Donovan, but where is he going to emerge when he comes through? Then let's see what's going to happen, because it's going to be very close indeed. And side by side as Robert Vitols gets the overcut then and gets himself through on the number 126. So it's now Robert Vitols that leads the way as things stand here in the 126 in the Citroen C4.
This is unbelievable from Robert Vitols on his supercar debut. The Latvian teenager has the lead in the Citroen C4 up the hill. Tristan Upton and McCloskey are close, but Ollie O'Donovan is closing on the C4 through North Bend Airfield.
They certainly are, and Upton was actually able to get himself ahead then of McCloskey for 3rd position then, so that could be a podium finish potentially here then for Tristan Upton on his supercar debut. Let's see what's going to happen then as they come over the timing line to start the penultimate lap. Then it's Robert Vitols with the advantage as things stand. Ollie O'Donovan in 2nd position. We watch from the drone shot as they come out of Cheston's Drift, down the Dover slope and in towards the Devil's Elbow. A bit of bodywork being flicked up there from Ollie O'Donovan. Hopefully that's not going to cause him too much drama, but Robert Vitols in the Citroen C4. What an inspired drive this has been so far.
Yeah, this is brilliant from Vitols, the Latvian Super 1600 champion, the British Super 1600 champion. Don't forget, this is a prize drive. It's just one weekend only. Get Vitols in a car full time. This is brilliant from the Latvian youngster. He is charging away and leading the 2007 champion Ollie O'Donovan as they flick through the chicane down onto the start there. Final lap of Lydden. Vitols has got 1 mile to go in the car that Chris Hoy drove here last August. Can Vitols hold on? This is superb stuff from the Latvian. He leads the way, locking up into the Devil's Elbow, but great stuff from the 126 car.
Yeah, fantastic driving there from Robert Vitols, and Dan said a guest drive here as a result of winning that Super 1600 race. I think his washer bottle's going there, but looks like some water being sprayed off from the top of his windscreen, but that won't be too much of a distraction. What would be is Ollie O'Donovan in the rear mirror, but there are only a handful of corners to go now. Robert Vitols leads the way through the final series of corners and goes over the timing line to take the win in the Supercar final here for the Five Nations British Rallycross Championship. Ollie O'Donovan comes home in second position, and then it's Tristan Ovenden who finishes P3 in that race, but only by the skin of his teeth as well. You can see very close indeed further behind, and by the looks of things, some more problems there on the final lap for another driver who has stopped Pilgrims there. That looks like it was the number 69 from what we could see. And sadly, he has not made the finish. That was Mike Seller, who has not made the checkered flag. And in fact, actually, Robert Vitols has stopped on the cooling down lap here. So one wonders if the race had been a lap longer, whether he'd have actually made the checkered flag.